Okay. Welcome everyone. Today this is Goosebuster and we are going to be hosting Chris van der Merwe, former pro rollerblader, and here he comes into the park. As you can see, that's his car with I2B, his organization. They're going to be putting on their rollerblades and then they'll be coming to talk with us. To all the viewers, this is in aid of I2B, Inspired to Become. Donations would be gladly accepted. And remember, if you want to ask any questions, you can ask them over the YouTube live chat, and we'll try our best to answer them. Welcome, Chris.
How's it, guys? How's it, good stuff?
Good. Is your whole crew there?
Yeah, everyone's here. We just arrived into the skate park, and we are about to hit a little warm-up session in the bowl. Like you can see, this is one of the favorite spots in the skate park. It's called the bowl.
Nice. Looks cool. Can't wait for your nice tricks.
So let me start off with a little warm-up line, and then we can go into the rest of the program. All right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh.
That was a close one.
So there you can see, I'm not 20 years old anymore.
Yeah.
This is Josh skating right now.
Nice. Oh.
Trying that blend. So yeah, like I said, needing to get back into trying difficult tricks, as I don't skate as hard anymore. 36 at this stage, and I kind of stopped competing at the age of 20, 27, 28. Okay.
So Chris.
So let me do one last warm up line, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll go into the rest of the skate park.
Okay. Good.
You.
So during the session, Chris will be telling us about his organization, how his whole career started with rollerblading, and yeah. Oh.
Yeah. All right, good stuff.
Nice.
Oh. Almost dropped the phone. We're going to go into the sun where it's a bit more light,
Okay.
because we're in the shade, this section. you guys can keep on skating a bit.
Okay, then we can start with the questions and things.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, good stuff. What I thought was, let me give a little overview of the skate park, and then we go into questions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a little roll through the skate park. Okay.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Looks cool.
So there's a little bit of shade covering some sections.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. So Chris, before we start with all the other stuff, can you tell us a bit about your organization I2B? Like how it started and things.
Yeah, no problem. I think I'm gonna take my mask off. There's no one close to me, so it's pretty safe. We're outdoors. So what I can say from Inspired to Become is it's a non-profit organization that we started about 10 years ago, my brother and myself. We started the organization after I worked for my church for 3 years. I built a indoor skate park in Stellenbosch, and it was part of our youth ministry. And from there, my brother and I felt that God was calling us to start a non-profit organization where we coach kids to do sport. So he does athletics for kids with disabilities, and I do action sports. So we coach kids rollerblading, skateboarding, skimboarding, and surfing. And how it works is we give the equipment to the kids, and we provide them with a Bible lesson every time, and we help them to progress in their sport.
Cool.
Yep.
So
and it's running here. Sorry, Gustav. It's running here from Somerset West, here in Cape Town, South Africa.
Oh, that's nice. So how did you keep your skate parks all nice? How did you get the money and things to keep it going?
Yeah, so all our projects are done with through sponsorships and donations.
Yeah.
So a lot of it comes from the community supporting us. A lot of the material that we use at especially this skate park, it gets donated, and then from time to time we can apply for government grants, but that's much more trickier.
Yeah. So, Chris, maybe you could show us one of your tricks now, huh? What do you think?
All right. Yeah. I think we're going to start a little bit slow and just do some grinds. And then as we move along, we'll go into some airing, okay?
Yeah.
So we got some of the skateboarders from I2B and Christian skaters sessioning, so they'll be filling in the gaps.
Okay. Yeah, maybe after next question, one of your other guys can do some tricks.
Oh yeah, they're busy skating the whole time anyway, so I'll catch some of their tricks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also just gonna skate this grind box over here and do 1 or 2 tricks on this grind box. Nice. All right. Ask Bradley to film.
So now we're doing just simple tricks, and then later on we'll show some awesome 360s and stuff. Oh, nice.
Let me
Okay. So Chris.
Definitely a little bit rusty.
Yeah.
It's
That was
still
good.
fun. All right. So let me do one trick. I'll explain to you guys what this is going to be.
Okay.
So it's called a front side unity. So it means you cross your legs instead of just doing a normal grind. So
That sounds cool.
let me show you. It's going to be your feet crossing like this, and you have to do the whole grind box like that. Okay, let's try that.
Cool.
Sorry, on.
Yo, that was nice. Nice and smooth. Oh.
Nice, Chris.
That was
It's
good.
pretty hard skating with the mask on.
Yeah, I could think so.
I'd have to take the mask off. Okay, so maybe before we move into some more tricks, maybe you can have one or two more questions.
Okay. So my next question, Chris, is how did you get up to this spot where you became 6th in the Asian X Games? How did you get there?
Yeah, so I'll make a long story short. Obviously I started rollerblading at a very young age, roughly around 11, which is not even that young. It was always my dream to go to the X Games,
Yeah.
And I never got anywhere with my skating. And at the age of 22, in 2006, on 18th of February, I said I'm not gonna worship my skating anymore, because I literally worshipped skating, and it was everything to me.
Oh.
And I just told God, I'm gonna use my skating for you. I don't want to use it for my own glory anymore. And from that point on, my skating career changed. I got invited to do show skating for the first time. The biggest international show that I did first was the Dubai X Games.
Oh.
And then from there, I had to win like the South African champs to qualify for the Asian X Games.
Yeah.
And after that, I went to Asian X Games 6 times in a row, and my best placing was 6. And maybe another thing that I can say is, once you make your goal, you start dreaming about the next thing. And I started dreaming to get a medal at the Asian X Games, and that never happened, But
Yeah.
with what God has given me, and I realized, since I started skating for God, my skating wasn't, my happiness wasn't in the result anymore. It was that I can use my talent for God. Yeah.
That's cool. So next question, what's your secret to becoming so good? You can't just become good.
No, it definitely takes a lot of hard work. When I decided I want to get better, or I want to achieve something with my skating, I realized that I'm going to have to work hard. So I would put my skates on every single day.
Okay.
and make sure that I always practice hard tricks and new tricks, and practice the lines I want to do in the competitions. And but in the end, like I said, if you worship your skating and you are in a sense desperate, you lose a lot of joy in your sport. And if you lose a lot of joy in your sport, you actually you're not even performing as well as you can. And that's what I realized when I started skating for God. I would still be very focused, but
Yeah.
everything I do, I just do for the joy of the Lord, and that helped me so much to just get better in my skating and just enjoy it.
Yeah. Agree. So, that was nice. Tell us a bit about your childhood. We know you started skating from a young age and things. So tell us about school and what sports and what subjects you were good at and things.
Yeah, so I realized that there's kind of two ways to be a pro skater. One way is to get a salary. That's the most obvious way. You earn a living from your skating, and that means that you have to basically full time. When people go to work, you have to go to the skate park and basically skate hours a day. Skate 8 hours a day, like make videos, progress in your sport, go to competitions, things like that. So and the other way is to have a career, but still go to professional competitions, competing in professional competitions, or getting a pro qualification. And that's actually the route that I went. I got my pro qualification at the Amateur World Championships in America. And then from there, just competing in pro competitions, but still having a day job. So, like in the beginning, my day job was working at my church in the youth ministry, and I finished my degree in at the University of Pretoria in advertising, and so I chose to, or that's how it worked out for me. Like I had a day job, and I still competed in the competitions. So in school, like I realized I can't one day just decide I want to be, like a professional sportsman and not have something behind my name. So that's very important. You can't, an injury or thing like that can happen easily. It doesn't mean you mustn't work hard in your sport. You must still work hard, but you must just work just as hard in school. So I just made sure that I get good results in matric. And make sure I can go study, which I found in something I had an interest in. Even though I don't use my degree directly, it always counts for you indirectly, And maybe just something else. I also did in school. I also did a lot of other sports, just competing, doing all the school sports like rugby, cricket, athletics, things like that. On a provincial level, just doing my best in sport and not just choosing one sport, because I just want to enjoy everything and also do my best in it, and then out of that I could choose which sport I wanted to do, and obviously that was rollerblading.
Okay, maybe you could show another trick to the viewers again.
Yeah. How much time do we have? Like a half an hour maybe left, eh? So let me let's see. Let's okay. Let's start some grinds on the box over here. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is our big grind box, which the rollerbladers love, and some of the good skateboarders like Duncan over here. Oh, Dunk's taking a bail. This version is not edited, so it's live bails. But I'm going to hand over to Bradley.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh, still working on it. You can see he was in X Games. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
You.
Just to the viewers, we'll answer your questions soon. Just waiting for Uncle Chris to come back. Okay, I think we can. Is Chris doing one more move? I think.
Woo.
Oh, nice.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, I think we can do more questions now. Cool. That was a good sound. Still need to practice.
You.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Nice. That was good, Chris.
Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that little session.
Chris, there's a few questions that we've got from the viewers. So, one of them asked, how much broken bones did you get in your whole...
How much what?
Broken bones.
Funny enough, you know, not any broken stuff, but I did. Let me show you this. I did injure my pinky, so you can see that's a little bit skew right there.
Yeah.
It's I think it was broken. Never went to the hospital. I think I also cracked a rib once, but yeah, that's kind of the worst stuff that happened, you know.
And other one asked, how much How many international competitions did you go to?
How many did I enter?
Yeah, international competitions.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to tell. I think roughly about 12. You know, over a period of 6 years, 6 or 7 years.
Okay. Another one asked. They asked you to do a bio 540.
A bio 540. Okay, I'll try a bio 540. We got. We'll do the air tricks in this last section. Hey.
Okay.
I think we'll do one more. We'll do one more grind section.
Yeah.
And then we'll end off with the air section. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So should we go into the next grind section?
I'll ask a question first.
Okay.
If like one of the viewers wanted to become a pro rollerblader, what would you recommend to them?
Yeah. So same with pro and skateboarding. You know, you starts with hard work, and then from there you need to enter your local competitions, and another way to boost your your name is to make sections. So you form street edits, you form park edits, you get it out there. Sponsors can see it.
Okay.
So you don't always have to win competitions to become a pro. If your street sections are very good, then a sponsorship can pick you up like that. You know, you normally don't start out with being a pro for a company. You have to start by just representing the brand, skating with their equipment.
Yeah.
And then, if you perform on a high level from there, they can invite you to become a pro for that company.
Okay.
But yeah, also, like I said, just going to the local competitions, and from there, from national to international. Yeah, that's the guidelines. But like I said, hard work and enjoy it, and don't worship your sport. Hey.
Yeah. Just another question. Someone asked, do you feel close to the Lord when you are skating?
Just repeat that.
One asked, do you feel close to the Lord when you are skating?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a choice. You still have to, be conscious of the presence of the Holy Spirit. But you can, be very much in your own mind, and get very angry when you don't land your tricks and things like that, which then don't make me feel close to the Lord. But maybe I can say one thing that happened to me in America when I skated at the Amateur World Championships. I was very tired, and I didn't have a good night's rest, and I was tired from the flight. And you had to qualify in the top 10 to make it to to get a professional qualification.
Yeah.
And in my own body, I didn't feel like I could do it. But when I was skating my line, God helped me to land like every single trick, and that for me was supernatural, because I could feel like God helping me, because my body didn't feel it, and I could feel God helping me. That was a very much a spiritual experience for me, and I ended up qualifying in eighth place.
Nice. Okay. I see you got friends there with you. Could you introduce some of them to us?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, guys, let's huddle up over here. Just get some introductions from you guys. All right, so over here, just introduce yourselves.
My name's Bradley. I've been part of I2B and Christian skateboarders for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
We're local for a long time.
Cool.
And here we have Josh.
Hello. So I'm Josh. I actually work here at the park. So a lot of effort goes into the holes and the stuff that like guys like Duncan here and Brad are always shredding the park.
Yeah.
So part of Christian skaters and inspired to become for quite a while now. I think like 4 years. It's lekker.
Yeah. I am Duncan. I've been skating this park for almost 8 years now.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been part of skate for just as long. Yeah. Christian skaters, go.
Awesome, thanks.
Cool.
Red.
Hi, I'm Remy. I've been part of Christian Skaters for about 2-3 years. I don't live in the area anymore, but more than a skate park, this is still home.
Right.
Nice.
Thank you guys. The crew.
Cool. So Chris, maybe can you show us some of the bigger moves now, like the bio 540 thing?
Yeah.
One of the viewers wanted to see.
All right. We're gonna just do 1 or 2 more grinds, and then we'll go into the airs. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna ask Duncan to do 1 or 2 tricks on this rail. Dunks, will you hit the rail over here, please, man?
Okay. Oh.
That's not Brad. That's Duncan.
That was nice.
He's also a very good surfer.
Yes.
Hi. We're gonna have Bradley hit another one. I'm gonna ask
Okay.
Eric to film 1 or 2 tricks.
Oh.
Please film us. You can film us both. Okay.
Yo. Close. Ooh. Yo. Nice. Ooh. That was close.
Yeah.
Chris,
All right.
are you gonna show the big ones now?
Yeah, let me do one last grind before we go into. So
Okay.
what I want to do is, I want to air the gap, and then do it's called a frontside unity. Sorry, it's called a frontside Savannah. I'm going to do a gap to frontside Savannah. A little bit scary, but let's try this.
Okay.
En ek net hier staan, hè?
Whoa.
Come on.
Yo. Nice. Okay, one more. Okay. Nice. Okay. Probably gonna see some 540s or 367 now.
Oh, shucks. Okay, sorry. Let me just go back onto. All right, that was a little bit of a tricky one. At
Yeah.
least I got it after the third try.
Yeah.
I used to get them first try back in the day.
Oh.
Hey, so maybe I can also say my wife and my daughters over here. They're sitting watching us, and my daughter's almost 2 years old now, and we're expecting our second girl. So it's really exciting, and you know, instead of focusing too much on sport, like I really believe I need to focus on my family, so making a lot of time for them.
Yeah.
But still, skating, you can still maintain your skating and just enjoy it, you know. So we're going to try go into some air tricks for the last couple of ones.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just show you guys what the setup looks like. So we have the big ramp on that side,
Yeah.
which is the drop in, and then we'll air this box here, and then you stop here, this quarter pipe. We'll do like 2-3 tricks. All right, let's just get set up. Cool, Bradley, will you film this one? Yeah, maybe.
I get on top of that side of this.
Yeah, well, maybe you can film it from the side there. Okay?
Cool.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
This is where the big tricks come in.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yo. Awesome.
Oh, 360.
Oh, here comes Chris. Let's see what he can do. Oh! Yo! He's good.
So, Brad, you're getting a nice view, hey?
Perfect.
Okay. Guys, what we can do is we can, Duncan and I can share a little bit what tricks we are going to try. We're probably going to do it without a mod to have a bit more focus.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so the next trick I want to try is to do a flat spin 360, meaning my feet needs to be kind of going over my head and doing a 360 rotation. Duncan, are you going to do indie? Duncan, doing indie? Oh, he's doing a melon grab. So, yep.
Cool.
Duncan's got this every try.
Yo. Let's see if we can get it now. Yo. Awesome.
Bring that flat spin, Chris.
Yo. Nice.
First try.
Yeah. Back three nose grab. Back three nose grab. Yeah. All right, I'll try a 540 into a bakery wire. Okay.
Okay.
Definitely upping the ante with tricks now.
Yeah.
540. Oh!
Oh!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jeez, that was hectic. Let's check this.
Oh!
Oh! Ish. Is he okay?
Duncan, you good? He's good.
That was close.
Okay. Someone asked for a for a bio 540. I don't do them often, but I can give it a go. Hey.
Yeah, let's see.
Just like that. First try.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, close.
Benihana.
Let's see, Chris.
Oh, by
Ooh.
540, just like that.
Nice.
Just like that.
I'm gonna say something here. I wasn't flipping it enough. It's a little bit scary, but I'll try it one more time.
Okay. Let's hope he gets it.
No bio. Here comes Duncan with the Benihana.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh, at least he didn't.
Oh, that's a risky trick. Okay, Chris is going for that bio 540 once again. He's gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
Oh! There he grabs it.
I hope that was enough. I know you can do it more upside down, but yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah, that was
upside down.
good.
Duncan, the Benihana.
Let's see if he get. Let him
Taking
get
his back
it.
foot off.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh!
Oh, probably a hard trick.
So we'll. I think Duncan's gonna try one more.
Okay.
Sorry, we got a call there.
It's fine.
Okay, Duncan's gonna commit to this one. He's taking his back foot off and grabbing it with his backhand.
Let's land.
Whoa!
Oh, that was really close.
Chris, what did you finish off with? What's your last trick? Second last trick.
Okay.
Oh!
Nice. You. That was good.
So the last trick is the trick I'm the most scared of. It's called a 900, and you have to spin 2.5 times in the air and land backwards.
Eight.
So yeah, this will be the ending off trick, and maybe some last questions from there. Okay, good stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Oh!
Nice. Got it
Duncan
right.
getting the Benihana. First time he's ever done that as well. Or is he gonna back it up with the 360?
Oh.
Oh,
Ish.
Duncan's bringing the stoke. Awesome, Duncan.
That was amazing.
That was the first time you've ever done the Benihana. Ever. Well done. It looked pretty good. So Chris is gonna try the 900.
Let's see.
This is intense. Making sure his skates are tight because he's going for a big one now.
Come on, come on.
Yeah! 900!
Awesome. You.
900!
Well
Oh,
done.
that's awesome.
Thanks, man.
That was cool.
I'm very happy.
Yo.
I landed that. I didn't go very high, but I'm happy just to land
Yeah,
it.
that
Haven't done
was-
that in a long time.
That was awesome.
Thanks,
So-
Gustav. Very stoked we did this, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah. So lastly, I just want to know, for the viewers also, how can they support I2B going further with current projects and things?
Yeah, so we've got many clubs. All our clubs are listed on our website.
Okay.
It's inspired to become. So the number 2, inspired
Yeah.
the number 2 become.org.org. So you can find all our projects on there to see where we have clubs. Anyone's welcome to join a club.
Okay.
And then if you want to get involved, there's a button that you can click and just go on that, and you'll see our banking details are there. If you want to donate or support us financially, we would love for people just to pray for us. And yeah, if you want to get involved in coaching or just a donation of equipment and stuff, you can just hit me an email. My email address is also on there. And then we're also part of Christian Skaters, which is a global community and a global network. And you can check on there. Christian Skaters also has a lot of groups around South Africa and the world, so people can easily link up with a Christian skater group. Doesn't matter if you skate, blade, bike, scooter. It's on there, and you can just join a group.
Cool. What current projects are you busy with for your I2B and things?
Yeah, so at this moment, we are, like you can see behind me here, is a lot of gravel. We're aiming to do like a whole concrete section here that's going to be like a kind of a street plaza style concrete section with like an entrance, like a building for an entrance. We still need quite a lot of funding for that and a lot of support. So that's our biggest project at the moment. And then we're also doing Christian Skater regional online gatherings, So if you, for instance, live in Ghana, you can join the Zoom call for Christian Skaters Ghana that's going to happen in July.
Chris, is there anything else like you want to tell the viewers or anything before we end?
I think the main thing I wanted to bring across was, what do you live for and what do you worship? If you worship yourself and you worship your sports, it's bound to happen that you'll be disappointed many times. And what I found that fulfills me completely is living for something that's eternal. And I believe, Jesus is the only way to eternity, and that's what I find is fulfilling. So if that's the only thing people remember